Ever wondered why men and women seem to handle criticism, competition, and compliments so differently? A lot of it might come down to this little thing we call ego, but here's the twist. Ego isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. How it shows up in men and women can be worlds apart, shaped by everything from biology to society. Let's dive into the classic male ego. Traditionally, it's often tied to things you can see and measure: career success, status, physical strength, and being the provider. Think of it like a fortress. A man's ego is often built to protect his sense of competence and authority. When he gets challenged, say, he gets corrected at work or loses a game, it can feel like a direct attack on his very identity. This is why sometimes a simple suggestion can be met with defensiveness. It's not about you. It's about that internal need to feel capable and respected. This external validation is like the fuel that keeps the engine of the male ego running smoothly. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the female ego. It's often more subtle, more internal, and deeply woven into relationships and social connections. For many women, their sense of self-worth is tied to being liked, being a good friend or partner, and maintaining harmony in their social circles. Their ego is less like a fortress and more like a web. When this web is disturbed, maybe through social rejection, feeling unheard, or a conflict with a loved one, it can be incredibly damaging. The female ego often thrives on emotional validation and a sense of belonging. A comment about her appearance or her role within a group can hit harder than a professional critique because it targets that core need for connection and acceptance. So, where do these differences come from? Well, it's a classic nature versus nurture debate. Some theories suggest evolutionary roots, where men were wired for competition and women for community building. But we can't ignore the massive role society plays. From a young age, boys are often encouraged to be tough, competitive, and to hide their vulnerabilities. Big boys don't cry, right? This teaches them to build that external, protective ego. Girls, on the other hand, are often socialized to be nurturing, empathetic, and cooperative. They learn that their value is linked to how well they connect with others. But here's the most important part. These are just general patterns, not strict rules. We all have a mix of these traits. And a healthy ego, for anyone, isn't about being the strongest or the most liked. It's about having a stable sense of self-worth that doesn't crumble under pressure. It's about being able to accept feedback without feeling attacked, and being able to value yourself without needing constant external approval. Understanding these different ego styles isn't about saying one is better than the other. It's about empathy. When you understand that your male friend might feel a challenge to his competence, or your female friend might feel a threat to her social connection, you can communicate more effectively. You can offer reassurance in a way that truly lands. For men, it might be acknowledging their skill before offering a suggestion. For women, it might be reaffirming the relationship before bringing up a point of conflict. Ultimately, the goal for everyone is to move beyond a fragile ego. It's about building a solid, resilient sense of self that isn't dependent on winning every argument or being everyone's best friend. It's about knowing your own worth, independent of what the world throws at you. So next time you see someone's ego flare up, try to look a little deeper. You might just see the hidden need behind it. Thanks so much for watching and thinking about this with me. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content just like this. See you in the next one.